Hi everyone, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Angelique and I am the co-owner of a women's online boutique called Jolie. Jolie has been a dream of my sister and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the previous videos that we've done, but the purpose of us doing the behind the scenes or just talking about like the struggles and what it takes to be an entrepreneur and start a business, it's to inspire you guys to never stop chasing your dreams. As an entrepreneur and as a person who wants to have their own business, there's definitely a lot of struggles, and with that comes discouragement, it comes fear and doubt, and that's something that I personally have struggled with. So I have a personal blog where I just go into details about things that I do in order to keep my mind focused or things that I do to inspire me, and I want to be able to share those things with you guys, like I said, to inspire you, because in a world where there's a lot of competition and you may see the perfect lives on social media of people, I mean, not a lot of people show the behind the scenes and the struggles, and to me personally, that's what inspires me to keep going. Now, everyone's journey is completely different, and I am aware of that. Some people, it doesn't take long for them to succeed, and for others, it takes forever. But with that being said, I want to share with you guys in today's video 7 things that I do to stay focused. I did write a long blog post. I go into some days where I just talk about things because I wake up inspired and I want to share it with you guys. And since that blog post is a little bit long, I figured I would just do a quick talk video about the 7 things that I've been doing to get a hold of my mind. Now, if you guys have followed me before or have heard videos of me before or read my blog post, I've mentioned this, that the mind is such a powerful tool, and in general, it dictates whether you're going to succeed or fail. The reason why I say it dictates whether you're going to succeed or fail is because I've learned that your mind, it's, the biggest powerful tool there is. I mean, with your body aligned together, they run everything. And when you start feeding your mind negative thoughts and self-doubt and fear, which is everything that I've done before in the past, you're not giving yourself that confidence, and your mind is just trained to stop you from taking those leaps and getting out of your comfort zone, because your mind is going to be there to protect you. These are things that I personally have heard from inspirational videos and TED Talks, and just reading more about like entrepreneurship and everything. And one of the biggest things that everybody always says is to get a hold of your mind. So if my biggest advice to you would be to do these 7 things that I've been doing, they seem to be working for me in order to stay focused in what it is that I want to accomplish. So with that being said, these are the 7 things that I've been doing since December. So not necessarily the beginning of the year, but a little before the beginning of the year. And persistence is key. Just keep doing this, and I challenge you guys to do these things. You don't have to do all 7, but at least take on 3 of them and stay persistent and with it for at least 30 days. Now, the first one, I am not trying to push religion down anybody's throat, so this is just personal and close to me, but I've been getting really close to God. Like I said, you don't have to start going to church or believe in a God if you don't, but for me personally, I've been getting really close to God. I've been praying to Him more, I've been praising Him every morning, and I just feel so much better. This is something that I struggled with before. I don't know if you guys knew my journey. I did write a blog post about a hard time that I had in my life. I questioned my religion, questioned my faith, and ever since I was able to move forward from that and rely on God, I realized all the good things that He's provided me in my life. Praying has really been a great way to connect with God, and I feel that personally, every prayer that I have done, He has fulfilled and more. And when I'm able to sit down and just realize everything that God has done for me and my family, it's amazing, and it's such a blessing to see that in works. So with that being said, I personally have gotten closer to God by praying and praising Him, and it's been amazing. The second thing that I've been doing is relying on Inspirational Talks. So as I mentioned before, everything that I've learned about the mind, the body, and everything, and how it works together and how powerful it is, it's been because of these talks. And this has allowed me to be very self-aware of everything that's wrong in my life, at least like what I struggle with, which is fear and doubt. So TED Talks, any motivational speaker out there that you can just kind of find, and it's completely free. I do this on YouTube and I do it on my way commute to work. I just put it on, and then when I get home and it's time to work on my side hustle, I will just have somebody talking in the background to inspire me and motivate me. I personally like to hear true stories, people's struggles, and how they accomplish that. So that's what I kind of go for. If you're more of like, you know, you need somebody just to tell you those beautiful words, by all means, listen to that. But it really makes a difference. It really, really, really helps if you just start doing inspirational videos. Now, the third thing that I've started, and it's kind of new to me still because I personally hate reading, but it's to find a book that you love to read that inspires you. So I've always been against reading. For some reason, I always thought that reading was boring. It's just gonna consume my time. It was just, I don't know why I had such a negative perspective about reading, when in reality, reading is the best thing that you can do, as long as you find the perfect book that's gonna motivate you and inspire you. I personally cannot read fiction books, romance, anything like that. I'm more of like the true stories. Like I said, I want to hear about people's struggle and what they did to, you know, overcome that. So in the beginning of the year, my fiance knows my dreams, and he knows that I want Jolie to take off more than anything, and also to inspire people to chase their dreams. So with that being said, he came across this book, Crushing It by Gary. He's got another one where it's Crush It, and it's the first one. This is the second one, but this is the one that I'm starting to read, and I would like to get a hold of the other one too. But it has changed my life immensely. And what I mean with that is, every time that I feel uninspired, I feel like I don't want to do absolutely anything, I just feel discouraged, because like I said, fear and doubt is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially myself. I just pick up this book and I read a couple pages, and this book mainly focuses on people that are crushing it based on his first book, Crush It. With that being said, these are real stories, real people's, you know, hustle and grind, and that mentality that I had before of, oh, you have to be successful by a certain age, or it's gonna take me a year, 2 years to be successful, when in reality it could take me more than that, has really helped me. And if you know me, you know one thing is, I am not patient whatsoever. I'm patient for certain things, but then I guess for others I'm not, especially with my career. So this book has really taught me to be patient and take everything step by step, and really just focus on your content and what you're creating. Now, the fourth thing that I've done, and I've heard of this before, I never really wanted to, I don't know if I didn't want to try it, I guess I just never really paid much attention to it, but it's to meditate. Now, I follow this blogger, her name is Mimi Icon. She's like a true inspiration. She embodies positivity. She has her own business with her husband. She lives a very healthy lifestyle. And I think those are things that really resonate with me and who I want to become in the future. So I've been really following her on Instagram and her blog posts, and especially on YouTube. She does a lot of motivational talks. But she was the one that did a 30-day challenge for meditation. And this was right before or around the holiday time. And she introduced us to this app called Insight Timer. And I'll post it below so you guys can also download it. It's completely free, which is something that I really like. It's completely free, and there's like a course there, like a 7-day course that teaches you how to meditate if you're just completely new to this like I was. After that 7-day course, you can of course explore all the other options. There's a lot of teachers in there that help you meditate. There are guided meditation and unguided meditation. So with that being said, I've been really meditating, and typically I do like a night meditation because I have a hard time sleeping. It could be that I'm 8 months pregnant and I'm uncomfortable in every way, shape, or form. But I also have learned to meditate even when it's not nighttime, just randomly just setting up a space and really taking time for yourself. That's really gonna get a hold of your mind. And I never realized the impact that it could have until I actually started doing it. Now, alongside with meditation, because I've created my little space where I just have like a couple minutes to myself, it could be 10, 15 minutes, just to meditate. I've also, one of the things that I've done, number 5, that I've really put into perspective and work, it's essential oils. You guys have probably heard of it, you're probably already doing it, which is fantastic, but combine meditation with essential oils and it would be amazing. I personally never realized the impact that scent has in our lives. These essential oils are so calming, so soothing, and my favorite ones, at least, like I like lemongrass, I like lavender and eucalyptic. And if it wasn't for my mother-in-law, when on Christmas she gave me like a little portable diffuser. It's so small, I don't know where she got it, but it's just perfect for a little small space for meditation. But she gave me a portable diffuser with little pads to put in there, and then all the oils that come with it. If it wasn't because of that, I honestly would probably not start the whole essential oils, just because I personally don't like oils, like the smell of like strong oily. I don't know, but I love lavender, I love eucalyptic, and I love lemongrass. The sixth thing that I've been doing is maintaining a very clean environment. Now, if you just have a room, if you have an entire house, an apartment, an office, whatever the case is, I'm a huge believer that a clean and well-organized space is really gonna change your mood. At least personally for me, it does. Not everyone deserves to have their own little personal space, whether it's a man cave, a woman cave, an office, whatever the case is, where it's gonna be your decorations, you have a candle lit there that is like your favorite scent, your favorite quotes, your favorite everything. It's just to get inspired. I highly recommend it, especially if you want to become an entrepreneur, or you have some goals and you want to follow up with something. You need to have a clean workspace and organized. I feel like once everything's decluttered, your mind just works so much better. It's like free in space. And the seventh and last thing that I personally struggle with, this is the seventh thing that I personally struggle with, and I'm not gonna give the excuse that I'm pregnant, because even pregnant you can do it, but it's working out and stretching. Now, working out and stretching, like, it makes your body feel so good. And like I mentioned before, your mind and your body work so well together. They're like soulmates. So while you're feeding the mind, and I'm telling you that the mind is such a powerful tool, so is the body. You have to feed the body. And the way you do it is through working out and stretching, feeling good, and feeding it healthy choices. One thing that my fiance and I have been doing lately, he's been going to the gym every single day almost. I'm very proud of him for doing that. But we've also been eating healthier in our house. We've been taking the time to actually meal prep the night before and meal prep for the next couple of days, because when you don't meal prep, when you don't have a plan, you're just gonna go out to get the cheapest, quickest thing you can, especially if you have a hectic life like I do. I still work a full-time job, and I still have my side hustle, which is Jolie. So with that being said, it's really important for us to meal prep. It's really important for us to look up recipes that are healthy. The books that we're reading, because he's also reading a book, it inspires us to continue to push to live that healthy lifestyle. The people that I surround myself with and that I follow are motivational people too, that inspire you to do that. So I highly recommend to declutter yourself from unfollowing people that you're just not learning anything from or getting inspiration. That you start doing these 7 things, or at least trying 3 of them, 3 at a time. Do it for 30 days and create a habit, and then move on to something else, or you could start with 1 at a time. But I highly recommend to meditate and use the oil diffusers together. It's changed my mind, it's changed my life. I feel like I have a control over my mind, whereas before, I had fear and doubt, and I would just let that just take over my life. I would feel discouraged and completely stop doing what I was doing. I had like 0 faith in me, which was completely crazy. And after doing and putting these 7 things into work, and I'm working on the 7th one, which is working out and stretching, I feel stronger. Mentally, I feel stronger. I feel like I can maintain a full-time job while I have to and can, and then continue to chase my dreams on the side of having my own business, while inspiring you guys to do the same thing. And yes, fear and doubt does creep into my mind once in a blue moon, but when that happens, I meditate. I just sit down and read a book that inspires me, which is Crushing It, and it gets me back on track. And then even with those little doubts and with my mind fighting me and telling me, maybe you can't do this, maybe you shouldn't do this, maybe it's not gonna work out, that maybe, it's what stops all of us. It stopped me before, and I've done it before, but one of the things that I've learned throughout this journey is to just keep moving forward, keep doing what you're doing, keep putting content, keep working, put your head down, and keep doing what you're doing. Eventually that fear and doubt is just going to be kind of like there, but it's not going to affect your life as much. So with that being said, I hope that I've inspired you guys to at least try one of these 3 things or 7 things, whichever you want to do. I do, like I said, encourage you guys to start with 1, 2, or 3 tops and do it for 30 days. Stick to it. You're going to feel amazing and you're going to see results. You're going to get a hold of your mind, which is the whole main point of this. If you struggle with fear and doubt, I completely get it. I am the one that's sitting here telling you guys that I've been there. I'm continuing to be there, so that's why I'm working on these things in myself, and I hope that I can inspire you to chase your dreams and to keep moving forward.